And one point is Bitcoin proved once again that it's not a hedge against your assets melting.
Or against money printing, or it's just a speculative asset. It's like a NASDAQ.
It's a speculative asset that seems to, just like, behave like high-priced real estate in Manhattan, or to track the stock market.
Right. That may be true, but you're losing your ass from when you told me it was useless at 30,000.
I'm saying it's useless doesn't mean, there's a lot of things I didn't invest in.
All right.
There are a lot of things I didn't invest in that went up.
I want you to short it. Instead of just talking, I want you to short it or buy it. Do one or the other.
That's exactly the kind of false dichotomy that you're causing. I'm telling you, it's an asset that's crazy. Okay, of course, we've got enough crazy people to drive it up.
Going to a different economy. And we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told his members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will. During that auction that we saw a little bit before, the attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto up. Also, guys, we have stocks up. We had crypto have a big pullback Sunday. We had stocks take a beating. Very entertaining. Social media going wild. But of course, guys, gotta die down, because we know the sheep stay distracted on things that don't matter. But that algorithm pullback yesterday is just the beginning. They have took trillions. And guys, we know what gets it. 401ks and pensions. The NWO could care less about money. They own everything. Remember, money is just an illusion. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Bitcoin dominance increases. And as liquidity dries up, we're going to see Bitcoin and Ethereum keep increasing in their dominance. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, don't forget, only 1% of the 1% is going to make it. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, don't forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates moving up. We have the dollar up. So yesterday we had yield rates plummeting. The dollar plummeted, and we know that all pointed to Japan. And Japan is going to keep increasing, plus pull back on bond purchases. And then, guys, we have volume. Volume in crypto yesterday went crazy. And we know I talk about it and they write about it. But right now we have volume down. And then, of course, guys, we have Tether USDC. And then we have the Fed. Repo at $316 billion. Make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis. And don't forget, Yellen is in the background buying back also. And I'll post that in the Patreons. And because of the pullback yesterday, we had the economists all of a sudden say the Fed needs to cut rates. They even stated we needed an emergency meeting to cut rates. And we know today everybody's going to forget about that. And that's the reason why I do these videos, so you can see, like Jeremy Siegel stated, oh no, the economy is just fine. They don't need to do anything. And then all of a sudden, they need to have an emergency cut. And that video was 5 months ago that I did last night. So remember, guys, they play the Hegelian dialectic. And that's how they get people. They know people are working, taking care of their family. They're not going to remember. And that's why the Hegelian dialectic is undefeated. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs and Ethereum, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale right now all up. And we have Ethereum ETF scored 49 million in inflows as Ethereum plunged. But remember, guys, the futures market is a whole lot bigger than the spot. So you definitely want to pay attention to both. But that's the reason why I told you on the 5th we'll start moving up, because the futures market is going to drag us up no matter what the spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs are doing. Now, of course, if the futures market is quiet and the spot Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs are quiet, of course, we're going to take a hit. But getting over into a little crypto news, we have ARK buys the dip, Coinbase and Robinhood. So remember, she sold off right before the pullback, and now she's coming in to get some of that dip. And that's how it was done. Now we have Ronin Network exploited for 9.8 million in ETH. Also, we have hedge fund giant Capella reports owning 464 million in spot Bitcoin ETF shares. And we know the hedge fund guys are in, and they're definitely not going anywhere. The hedge fund guys bring the casino. They make money whether it's going up or down. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have Kion launches DeFi service for stablecoins, starting with Crypto.com's Web3 wallet users. And we know how important staking is going to be. It's like putting your money in a savings account, a CD. You want that interest. Remember, these legacy products are just being tokenized. It's the same product though. They're just changing the name. And lastly, we have the movie continues. We have the SEC asked New York courts to deny Coinbase breathtaking broad subpoena requests. And all these lawsuits were to kick the can down the road, because we know the dollar is going to be dying, and the new fourth industrial revolution, this new digital economy, has to rise in the East first. The BRICS nations, the emerging markets, and then the United States follows. So we are behind on purpose. If you're young, you listen to this, you're in the perfect place. Stay focused on the fourth industrial revolution and invest. You can clearly see where this is headed. They want the robots, algorithms, and drones to take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep to go inside the metaverse. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the fourth industrial revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.